Yo, what up, niggas? It's your boy Phil Co here, reporting live from the basement. I decided that I'm going to start making videos early in the morning because I'm always up early. So I'm going to make videos down here because people are sleeping 2 stories up. This is a pretty big house. You know, it has like 4 bathrooms and it's freaking huge as hell. And it's in the middle of New Jersey and there's like only 3 people here. You know, host mom, host dad, and my black ass. That's it. And 2 cats. And the cats are bored as hell. But anyway, this video I'm going to get to something interesting that I think should help a lot of people out there who just with a new way of thinking, with a new way of living. Because honestly, this whole video is going to be about our free time. Yes, our free time. And how free time can really endanger you. You know, how it can really mess you up. How a lot of people spend their free time, but it gets them nowhere. For example, a lot of people spend all their free time playing video games. They're not professionals. They're not software developers or something. They just do it all the time in their free time, and it gets them nowhere, and it does nothing. But let me just say something to you. If you're the kind of person who typically complains about life or situations in your life, well, I can guarantee you, if you did something productive with your free time for the past 10 years, you wouldn't have those problems. Now let me give you guys a new way of thinking. This is how a lot of people should think. First step is we all need goals. All the time, we all need goals. We should all be shooting for something. We should always have goals in some productive way. So maybe you're 250 pounds, you're overweight. And it's like, all right, for the next 6 months, every day I'm going to eat right, I'm going to exercise a little, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, to make sure that in 6 months I'm 170 pounds. I'm going to lose this weight properly. And every day, especially on your free time, you do something towards that, you basically have no choice, as long as you follow the rules and don't break it when you're actually working or something. But you do something every day and you keep doing it every day until next thing you know, you have no choice but to actually lose weight. Even if you don't lose, even if you don't get your goal exactly, you're still going to lose a lot of weight because you're doing something productive with your free time. That's what this whole thing is going to be about. It's going to be about being productive with your free time. Now, for example, women may even find this attractive to a lot of men who don't realize it, because I find it attractive in women when I see things like this. For example, I gave my homie an example. I said, let's pretend you're an artist. If you guys knew how I was standing right now, you'd be losing it. But let's pretend you're an artist, right? You're an independent artist. You never sold anything. But you like being creative with your work. So what you decide to do is you decide to make, one of those, what do you call it? One of those big pictures it's a bunch of little pictures inside. And then when you look at it far away, it's like one big picture. I forgot what it's called, but yeah, I forgot what it's called. It has a weird-ass name, but one of those. So let's say every day, you spend at least 2 hours on this thing. So you have to draw a bunch of little detailed pictures of, maybe draw this guy's face. So when you do that, let's say you do me. Like you're doing the beard, it's a bunch of pictures of a bunch of dark people or something. Then you do here, it's a bunch of pictures of a bunch of brown people, dark people, white people. You just do this and you keep doing it for like 4 or 5 months till you finally have it. I think it's a mosaic. When you finally have it, it's finally finished. 4 or 5 months, hours into it all the time, you do something, right? Not only may you be able to sell that, but it shows women that you have drive. When you bring a woman over your house and you're like, hey, look at this mosaic I did and blah, blah, blah. And they look at it and they go, oh my God, this whole thing is made of little individual pictures that you drew yourself? You'd be like, yeah. And the first thing she's going to ask you is, how long did it take you to do this? And you say, well, every day after work, I made sure I stayed here for at least 2 hours before I did anything else. I made sure it had to get done. I really wanted to finish it because, this is my passion. Women love it when you have passion and you have drive. And when you show them that and you tell them that, they will be very, very impressed with you. But when you show them your video games and be like, yo, I just beat this nigga 10 times in a row and I got to save Call of Duty now. Maybe some girls will find that attractive, but not the good ones. Not the good ones, So it's good to have goals, not only just for women, but also for yourself. Because once you do things like this and you start training yourself to have drive and do things on your free time, you're more likely to want to continue doing it. And like I taught myself, there's one thing I taught myself. A lot of people try to insult me. They go, oh, nigga, you stay home all day. You make like 3-4 videos a day, nigga, blah, blah, blah. Check social, what is it called? What is it called with shit where they tell you how much you make? What is it called? social something, social, some website where you can see how much YouTubers make. Check that website, get back to me. So I'm not worried about how people make fun of me or what I do with my free time, because I found something productive to do on my free time. Social Blade, it's called, socialblade.com. Check me out there. You find out how much I make right there. Because it's something I'm doing on my free time. Like, I'm no millionaire, but I make just as much as people make on the average job, just with these YouTube channels that I have. And I'm just having fun. This is my free time. This is an example. Now, you don't have to be a fucking video international star or anything like that, but if you find something productive to do on your free time, it has nowhere to go but up. You have nowhere to go but up. It will do wonders for you. But it has to be productive. Can some people play video games in their free time and be productive? Yeah, they're called sponsored gamers. They're sponsored. They travel around the world playing other gamers and they get paid for it. You know, there's nothing wrong with being a gamer if you're actually sponsored. That makes it productive. But if you're just fucking around playing all the time, you're not that good, but you're doing it on your free time and you're complaining about life or things in your life, you're bringing that upon yourself because you have no goals. You have no drive. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? It's amazing that there was a point in my life which I didn't have an answer for that either. You know, it wasn't until I met a good woman who actually told me that's not good. What, you're just living day to day, check to check? And me, I'm like, yeah. I'm thinking that's cool because I was kind of, not my father, but I was kind of brought up around that for my friends. Most of my friends, they don't have goals. I didn't have it, they didn't have it either. I have it now. Maybe some of them have it, I have to talk about it. But for the vast majority of the time, when I ask some of my friends, where do you see yourself in 5 years? It's like I'm asking a stupid question. Like no one cares. But yet they complain about things going on in their life. Like if they would have had a plan 5 years ago, or we all would have had a plan as a crew or a group 6, 7 years ago, imagine where we all be together. And I'm sure a lot of you fall into this as well. Because you know, a lot of colored people, we tend to, especially here in America, we tend to not plan like the Africans and shit. Out there in Russia, they're very well educated. They're usually doctors. They love medicine. Africans love medicine. You know, they're way more educated on average than we are here in America as black people. They're way more educated and stuff. But out here it's just like, oh nigga, we do this, let's go. And in our free time, you know, we just go drink, we go do this stuff. But we don't really do anything. And I've been saying this thing for years. Like, I had a plan. When I first started, I was doing the acting thing. The acting thing especially with the Spider-Man thing, because you know, that's money for the rest of my life. That went you know what I mean? But I didn't get to necessarily where I wanted to get. You know, my goal was to join the Screen Actors Guild, join Astra. I joined both. Then they became one fucking union, and then I spent all that money kind of for nothing, joining both unions individually. That kind of pissed me off, but I'll get to that later. And that was my goal, to be an actor. I was acting, I was in movies, I met famous people, I did cool things, I made good money. Sometimes I made really good money. Sometimes I made really fucking good money. But sometimes I was making bad money. You know, that's the thing about acting. It does this. It goes up and down like a girl likes her emotions. You know what I mean? So it was good and bad. But my goal was to be able to travel for free and make money. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to go to Ukraine. I might go to Germany too. I got an offer from Germany, but it's not finalized. But I'm going to Ukraine, have more cities to go in Russia. That's exactly what I want to do. That was my plan. The plan that I gave my ex-wife. And that's exactly what happened. Now, I'm not trying to say I'm a perfect dude. I'm just saying that ever since I've been living by those rules of not wasting a day, using at least the vast majority of my free time to do something productive, regardless of what it is, things are getting better and better. I have like 600 videos here, about 500 on the other one, and maybe 100 on the other ones combined. But even if I don't do anything tomorrow, the day after, the simple fact that I use so much of my free time in the past to make those videos is going to bring me revenue. I can just fucking go hang out, make money, do nothing because of what I've done in the past that was productive. Now, if I spent that time playing video games or playing Yu-Gi-Oh!, I wouldn't have any revenue tomorrow if I did nothing. I wouldn't have it. So this is just an example of doing something productive with your free fucking time, especially when you're an adult. I'm like 28. You know, dudes in Russia, since most of them are scared to go to the military, they go to college, and so most of these dudes are businessmen. So at my age, they're doing fucking huge things. And when I was seeing that, I was like, yo, I've been wasting my fucking time, man. I've been hanging out way too much. I gotta figure something out, especially because I don't have an education in a university or college. I gotta figure something out. So I'm happy I'm doing things now, and I'm talking to many, many business people. They're messing with me, I'm messing with them, and things are going well. But it all stems from me doing something positive with my free time. Instead of being at home where I was in Queensbridge Projects, I can't stress that enough, I was in Queensbridge Projects, the projects, in my underwear, playing PlayStation 3, Call of Duty, eating snack food all the time, not eating right, all that. I mean, I had muscles and stuff, but I wasn't eating right at all, just wasting time, doing some acting here and there. At that time wasn't too good. Had a wife, she was getting tired of me. And then I was like, Eureka, my nigga. And there we go. You know, I'm on the news. I have 2 successful channels. I'm a person that people love to talk about. That's one thing I love. I'm a person people love to talk about. Whether they like me or they hate me, I'm a person that people love to talk about. Proof? Read the comments. You understand? So this is just me just trying to inspire people to find something. There's something out there for everybody. Just, it all stems from what you do in your free time. What you do in your free time is like, it shows the kind of person you are. Like, and I don't even mean to like hate on my own mom, but I gotta give an example. Like, for instance, my ex-girlfriend's mother, like, she's very different than my mother. My ex-girlfriend's mother, on her free time, she was always fucking doing something like you usually do when someone tells you to do it. Like, she was always reading a book or either learning a language all the time on her free time. This lady rarely ever watch TV or watch a movie. She'll do it, or if she does do it, she'll plan it. So whenever she's on her free time, she's reading a book, she's learning a language, she's watching some instructional videos, trying to exercise. She was always doing something productive with her free time. But to be dead ass honest, from what I saw in my family, like my mom, my aunts, in their free time, they usually watch TV. That was it. It's usually just watching TV. The whole morning lineup. You got, well, I used to remember what it was. It was fucking Maury, Jerry Springer, Sally, Jesse, Raphael. Just watch TV on the free time. There was no like teaching self on free time. Now, from what this lady's teaching herself, that's going to pay off. You know, she learns English, she's a doctor, she'll be able to come here, be a doctor here, and make a whole lot more money, because doctors in America make a whole lot more money than doctors in Russia. I don't know if you guys know that, but doctors in America, if you're into medicine or whatever, you make a whole lot more money here in America than you ever will in Russia from being a doctor. Doctors there don't get paid much at all. You know, that's just how they do it. I mean, I wish they made more, but I don't understand the system, and it's not for me to understand. I'm not Russian, so they don't have to explain shit to me. You know what I mean? But that's just how it is. And that's basically it, people. Just trying to tell you, find something to do with your free time, and I guarantee you it's going to pay off, because it literally cannot fail. If you stick to it over time, it's going to become something, because it has no choice. Later.